43 degrees Celsius, which is around 110 degrees. It was super, super hot. Cold. Wasn't too fast or too much past freezing or whatever, but it was super humid and windy as well, and that was just an icicle. In one of my areas, I bought a ukulele, and I picked up ukulele on my mission with hymns. Cooking. Definitely learned a lot more things to cook, better ways to cook things. We played a lot of soccer, like on P-days and stuff. Definitely got better at soccer. We were walking across the street once, and it was like in the crosswalk or whatever, and all of a sudden there was this car that like veered around the corner, and it did like a skid, and it was like coming right towards us, and like normally I would have like kind of like stopped, like, oh, where is it going? But for some reason I just like kept walking as if like nothing was happening, even though I was kind of freaking out, and it like slid right past us as soon as like we passed. And after we got to the other side, like it didn't really sink in until like a block later, like, oh my gosh, what just happened? But I definitely feel like we were protected at that point. Before my mission and in the beginning of my mission, I thought a lot of little things were really important. But one thing that I learned was that, you know, the most important things are people and loving people. In every situation, you can either choose to do one thing or you can choose to love. Whatever decision you have to make, if you make a decision out of love, it's never going to be the wrong decision, and you can always make a decision because of love. And that's something that I've continued to kind of ponder and to kind of try to develop after my mission, but that's where it all started on my mission. Probably the biggest struggle that I had in my mission was knowing what kind of missionary I wanted to be. There's lots of different missionaries. There was a long time where I thought I had to be like a rigid missionary, very strict in everything that I did. And then I realized that, you know, Christ wasn't that way. He wasn't a strict person. He wasn't calling people out to repentance. Most of the time, when he did that, it was out of love. He was a fun person. He was an enjoyable person to be around. That's one of the reasons why the apostles and other people, all his disciples, flocked to him. Or not being stressed out. If you're stressed out, you're doing something wrong or you have the wrong mindset. So that was sort of a struggle for me. Just whatever situation I was, to kind of take a step back and realize what I need to do, how I need to do it, and you know, to have fun. Also, if you're not enjoying something in your mission, or you're not enjoying the work, you're doing something wrong, and you can always change something because of that. I don't know, keep with the habits that you learned on your mission, and obviously some of those habits, you know, reading the scriptures 2-3 hours a day, you can't really do, but don't stress out about that. Do what you can. Keep the mindset of you are a returned missionary, but you're still a missionary, and that you are still going to be serving the Lord wherever you are. Just focus on that. Don't be afraid to start having fun or whatever, but to remember how you've changed as a missionary, and kind of make goals of who the person you want to be now. Most of the stuff that's needed you can get over in Hungary. If you go in the summer, you may not want to bring a huge winter coat or gloves and a whole lot of cold weather gear. You can get a lot of that there. Some of it may not be as good as American stuff, so I guess you have to pick and choose.